Good evening, Create Redundancy. Thank you for coming. And Devil Dog Prepper, welcome. How's the weather where you're at, CR? Getting any rain? The widow sent me a text that she had gotten my goodie box. Please leave a like to support the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. Just had my first day back for the new school year work day. Well, actually, it was what they call nuts and bolts. They're going through all the basics. Rain catching, only 68 degrees Fahrenheit, but smoke and hazy. Well, that's a cool day. That's a cool day. Mm-hmm. So, Devil Dog, please. And I mean, right now, I'm brain dead from my work day. Please, if you haven't done so, please email me, or text message me your mailing address and the name I should use to send it. And yours will be the next box that I will get out. I was hoping that I would be at 1,700 when I returned to work. And it was my intention to be able to do my 1,700 subscriber giveaway. But right now, as of the start of this live stream, I'm at 1,676. So I am 24 short. And I'm sure I'm going to get there sometimes in the near future, but it ain't today. Mom of 4 boys. Hello, Rachel. I was on my way home this afternoon, Rachel, and I was on Anne Marie's live stream listening to it. And I came on and I did a thumbs up, and then she said something to me. She said several things. Several people said several things to me. I could hear her, and I could hear, and I I put down driving, because I was driving, and I don't like to be like trying to play with my phone when I'm driving. And then a little later on, I wanted to let her know I was still there. I said, still driving. And then when I got home, I let her know, it's like 15-20 minutes, because I stopped to get something. But I was there on her channel for 15 or 20 minutes during her live stream. And I noticed, she commented about you, and y'all had exchanged a few comments. So if you had said something to me, I wasn't snubbing you or anybody else. It's that I really wasn't looking at the stream. I was basically listening to what she was saying and giving her, watch time. I hear you, CR. Where where exactly are you located, CR? What part of the continent what part of the continent are you on? Are you at the North Pole or perhaps at the South Pole? I hear you. Hello, Julie Ann West. How's it going? Thank you for coming in, Julie. I was on one of your countrymen or country ladies live streams this afternoon. You're above the 49th parallel. I guess that would mean you're in Canada. Oh, it's going to cost me when I send you something. Claudette, I sent her something right across the border, and it cost me 4 times as much to send that just right across the border than what I normally would send a package. Oh man, something else. I think I've mentioned a couple of times because I tell stories. They're truthful, but I tell stories. I sent my cousin, I have a first cousin who's about my age. I'm about a year and a half older than her. Her father's the baby, and my father was the eldest. There's 17 years difference in them. And I was a late life baby. And she has a daughter who just turned 31. She's like 60 years old, and her daughter is 31, only child. And I sent her daughter my second cousin, but I'm sort of like an uncle, Heather. I sent her a birthday card and a $20 gift card to Starbucks. And I sent that like a couple of weeks ago. And she should have got it the Friday before last Friday. And she didn't get it. So I thought, dang nabbit, it got delivered to the wrong address. Somebody opened it up and said thank you for the gift card and chunked it. But apparently what happened was, I'm thinking, it got delivered to the wrong address, and the person was a good Christian, and they put it back in the mail, and it had to be redelivered, and it goes through, and they got to sort it and figure out what happened and all that, and then they sent it back out. I think that's probably what happened. Then initially it went to the wrong address, and then it got to the right address. Hello, Black Widow. I've been talking about you again. So the Black Widow got her box. Thank the Lord. Widow, I was talking about my birthday card with the gift card that I'd sent to my cousin. She should have got it a couple of Fridays back, and she never got it. And I thought, well, it got misdelivered, and she'll never see it. And I lost $20 gift card plus a $3 or $4 birthday card, the mail, the stamp, and all. Probably $25. I figured, okay, I'm out $25. And today I found out she said she just got it. So it probably got misdelivered, and bless her soul, the person put it back in the mail, and instead of it coming to me, it went to where it was supposed to go. Little Lone Prepper, how are you doing, Little Lone Prepper? So right now, Devil Dog, who recently had surgery, he had a benign, thank God it was benign, tumor around his optic nerve, and they were able to get it, and he's recovering with pain. And I understand he's in a lot of pain. He's been in a lot of pain. Thank God hopefully, he's been undergoing tests and everything. I pray that he fully recovers and retains his eyesight and everything. God willing, or God bless him. Um, Joseph Moore. Hello, Joseph Moore. Welcome. I'm not watching my stream the way I should. I'm still in the need of a co-pilot. Michaela Missick, thank you for coming in, Michaela Missick. Welcome, my friend. Buying space. Let's see, buying space. Buying space, you're now a standard moderator. You have a blue wrench. Buying space has 1.7K subscribers, 2.67K videos. Well, buying space, I'm going to sub your channel. I am now subscribed to your channel. And I'm actually subscribed to your channel on my backup channel, which I'm looking at right here. My main channel, the one I'm trying to grow, is the one you're watching me on. KP Heathen, how you doing? And Mr. Whistle, welcome, Mr. Whistle. Eight in the house, 7 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. Jocelyn's Vlog of Taiwan. Welcome, Jocelyn, my friend. I tell you what, buying space, Jocelyn would be a good person for you to connect with. If you support her, she will support you, and you will both grow. I encourage you to leave her a comment and a like and tell her you are a new friend. Thank you. 10 in the house. You got kicked off YouTube. What did you do? Did you say something about the pandemic that was true? Sometimes the truth is like a crucifix to a vampire. You're going to have to text me about that one, Devil Dog, and let me know what happened. Well, you got your 1,000 buying space. Where are you at on your 4,000 watch hours? All right, let me briefly review where I'm at. 1,676 subs at the start of my live stream. Hopefully I've picked up another one. Hint, hint, hint. Buying space. I have 17.5K views. A little lower than I'd like to be for this 28-day cycle. Watch time is way down. 424 watch. My watch time is 424 hours. I went for about 10 days without doing anything because of internet issues. I changed my internet service and device issues, and I've got 2 new devices. My last live was 113 views, and my last video, which was the goodie box for the Black Widow, is at 43 views. And I will tell you this, if you want... Oh man, you are down low. God bless you. I need to go visit your channel and see what you're up to. Live streaming, if you do it at a good time and if you develop a following or somewhat of a following, you can build a lot of watch hours. Enrique Trevino, hello, my friend. You know, Uncle Al got me in the habit of doing shorts. I was like, you know, the movie Machete, old school, Machete Don't Text. Well, I used to not do shorts. But Uncle Al got me to do a few shorts, and now I'm in the habit of doing 1 or 2 shorts every day. And I will probably get around 800, 900, close to 1,000 views a day from shorts, doing 1 or 2 shorts. But you're not getting watch time with shorts, you're getting views, and you're getting likes, you know. Sometimes you might pick up a few, someone might subscribe you off of a short. I am, you know, I have not monetized. I've qualified for monetization for probably 6 months. I've had the viewers. I was at over 1,500 viewers in early January. I had the watch hours. I just have not applied. And this is a hobby, and this is like a ministry to me. Teaching is a ministry. It's considered a ministry. I teach. I'm a retired principal. I came back into teaching, and I teach now at a middle school. And I also like to teach preparedness, prepping. And I try to treat people the way I want to be treated. And I try to lead by example. And my advice doesn't cost you anything. When I recommend a product or something, it's something that I own. I'm not getting anything from anybody or any company to recommend their products. These are things that I buy, things that I use, things that are for preparedness. I try to get the best deal I can. I always talk about where I got it, what price I paid for it, and these are things that you need to have for emergencies. I do give out boxes of goodies to people. I send it to them. I pick people that regularly come into my channel, that watch me on a regular basis, that give me views, comments, support. Some of the people have sent me stuff. I mean, I do regular exchanges with 2 or 3 channels that are, on here on a regular basis, and that are friends of mine that we text, we communicate, we talk on the phone. Um, they're across the country from me, so I can't really visit them. But, we do communicate. And if I've got questions about YouTube or about something, these are very bright people, and they're very willing to help me, and I'm very willing to help them. So that's a rundown on how the channel's doing. Like I said, I'm getting close to 1,700, and when I get to 1,700, I'm gonna make a list of everybody who left me a nice comment on the last video that I've done, that one wherever I'm at when I hit 1,700, and then I'm gonna backtrack 4, and I'm going to start checking off and crossing out. And however many is there is for 5, that's going into the hat. I'll do a drawing. Whoever gets drawn, you will get, you'll be a recipient. Idaho Garden Girl, thank you for coming. Good to have you in here, Stephanie. If you are not subscribed to Idaho Garden Girl, I would recommend you give her a subscription. She will subscribe you back. She is, when it comes to aquatic gardening or aerial gardening or just gardening, she is the gardening whisperer. She knows a lot. She's very educated. She knows a lot about gardening. She knows a lot about fruit trees. She knows about canning. She's a very good person. She's a very good person to be friends with. And she is very supportive. You support her, and she will support you. And she was an educator. She's like me. She's retired. I don't know that she came back. I came back after 5 years being retired from education. So, Florida and Georgia had that Category 1 hurricane. By the time it got to Dave's about 30 miles north of the Georgia-Florida state line. By the time it got there, it was a little bit weaker. A lot of rain, short power outage, had it back up and running in an hour or so, and lots of rain. Wind and rain. It was worse where it came in. It came in as a Category 1. I'm sure they're still probably picking up the pieces in Florida, where it came in Florida. Everybody's greeting everybody. 12 in the chat. 11 likes. So this was the first day back. Officially. I had went to some trainings where I get paid to be there for 3 days. I went to a couple of meetings that Please come. And now I'm back doing what's called nuts and bolts. Tomorrow will be nuts and bolts day 2. I can remember back in the day when I was an administrator and I would go to games, and you'd hear them on the sidelines when they didn't agree with the call, mainly in basketball games, but you'd hear it sometimes in a football game. You'd have the fans. They were upset about a call. Nuts and bolts, nuts and bolts. We got screwed, and they'd be chanting that. They'd be shouting that out. Nuts and bolts, nuts and bolts. We got screwed. And I used to laugh about that. It's just, it was, you had to be there to see that kind of stuff. And that was back in the day, 25 years ago. Back in the days. There's a lot of people there's a lot of people right now upset with the Olympics. They had an opening ceremony that was very disrespectful of the Last Supper, the Lord's Supper. They did like a, one of these weirdo recreations of the Last Supper, intending to be disrespectful, And they're upset about that. And then there was a couple of biological men, XY chromosome types, that let their hair grow a little bit. And they were boxing, and they won at boxing. They won medals at boxing, beating up women. And you got people mad as hell. And then you got a few people defending the men, And then there were people who were upset because a couple of the rookie basketball sensations, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, and they were on the team WNBA All-Star team that played the Team USA that went to the Olympics, and they beat Team USA that went to the Olympics. Beat them pretty good, And they're upset because these two new sensations were not chosen to be on the team, And you've got a lot of these political pundits and sports pundits and former players, and they're, and these people are trying to defend themselves as to why they didn't pick. Oh, well, we were making a choice, and at the time, so-and-so wasn't playing that good because it was right at the start of her season, and she's just transitioning to the NBA from college. Now, mind you, this one girl was the number 1 draft pick, the first draft pick. She was the all-time point scorer in history, men's or women's, college basketball. Big 3-point shooter, point guard, ball handler, massive assists. She's already set records for that. Oh, but she didn't. And then, and I don't want to take anything away from anybody that's been there before, but you got some of these people who've been to the Olympics 3-4 times before, that have already been there multiple times. And they're on the decline. They're not in their best, and they're not contributing very much to the team other than the fact that they're on the team, and the fact that, well, they were at the Olympics in three prior Olympics, But somebody that's in their 40s, still playing professional ball, they're not going to have the same energy and the same abilities as somebody who's 22 and at the top of their game, So big stink over that. Haven't been paying attention to see who's in here. So there may have been some people come in, make some comments. 10 in the house. Checking back to see if I missed anybody. Don't think anybody's come in while I was on my little historical rant. Yeah. It's a load of manure. Load of manure. Taking off my watch. Been a day. Whew. When I came in, I thought, I ought to look a little more professional. Just, wear my dress shirt and, I said, nope. I'm tired. I'm sweaty. And just pulled it off. I've been getting up. I got up this morning. I woke up this morning really early. I was having coffee at 5 o'clock this morning. And I was at work about 7. I need to remember to take these tomorrow. I've got goodies, gift certificates for the teachers and staff. Hopefully I've got enough of them. Gotta pray I got enough of them. My friend who's got a couple of the franchises, he gave me goodies, little certificates for people to get free coffee and free ice cream, So I'm going to see that the staff gets them tomorrow. Apparently not. Look at the so-called dream teams and, the men's, they have the, when the men's basketball for the Olympics or for the men's sports, and they can basically get the cream of the crop. You've got the top players, top 8 or 10 players. I think they select like 12. And you've got the best of the best from the various teams. And they go over there and then they beat the crap out of whoever they're competing against. The women have been winning, but they're not, just blowing people out. And then, the other thing is you'll have somebody who normally plays basketball for the United States who will play for another country because they've got ancestry and they get invited to play. They're not selected for Team USA, but some other country selects them. The U.S. women's team played Germany. And one of the really outstanding WNBA women's basketball players played for Germany. And we beat Germany, but she scored like 24 points against us for Germany. And normally during normal season, and they're about midway through the season. I think they got 13, 14 more games in the season after the Olympics. She normally plays for one of the U.S. teams. But then another thing is there are people who are really pissed and they're boycotting the Olympics. So like when we had our opening game, and I think it was against Japan, there was 13,000 people in the stands watching that game. Well, everybody else, the other teams, their opening games, they all had a lot more viewers. Most of the games had over 20,000 people watching, and there were people like, where's Caitlin Clark, or where's Angel Reese, and they're wearing shirts for their team shirts, and really, and it affected viewership. It affected TV viewership. Really, they made some poor choices. And also, if they'd have had these girls on the team, the team would have done a hell of a lot better. Even though they're winning, they'd win by even more. They'd be dominating. So I don't know. But that's my take on that, for what it's worth. Hello, Holly. Thank you for coming in. I'm glad you're happy with your rain, Holly. So, rain is good. It cleans everything off. It makes everything green, but it really it makes the grass grow like a forest. So you gotta do a lot more mowing. Yeah, there's a lot of stupid stuff going on. Like right now, they're worried about war over in the Middle East because Israel, and you have to give them their due, they've got a real good intelligence service. They've got really good information. You know, their technology as far as being able to spy on people, and you know, just they've got really. It's just it's a small country, but they're really stacked for the size of their country, and they have been killing leaders of these terrorist organizations that are supported by Iran, and then Iran has said, "Well, we're going to retaliate, and we don't care if it causes a war." You know, so they've been taking out top leadership with drone strikes and bombings and various things. You know, and the Iranians are like, you know, that they want that. You know, they're so it could cause. You know, then if you get the damn Russians or the Chinese or the North Koreans, those four countries seem to be together. You get them involved, and then you get us involved, and you get NATO involved, and then you got World War III, you know. And I don't want to play Russian roulette with a Russian, a crazy Russian. I don't want to do that, you know. We've got a lot more to lose than he does. You know, we live in crazy times. People do not value life the way they used to. A lot of people do not value life. They don't value their own life. They don't understand um, scripture. They they grew up playing video games that glorify violence. They see all these shows and movies and videos about violence, you know, and everything. They want to go out in a blaze of glory. They don't care. They're mentally ill. Some of them. Oftentimes, they go and they want to do something other horrendous. They do it and then they kill themselves because they know, they're going to get them. You know. Well, thank you, Heathen. I hadn't watched much of anything. I've been at training, but I'll try to watch it. I like your stuff. Remember what I said. Use the sterno. Use canned heat or sterno. You can burn it inside. It's not going to smell. It's not going to hurt you. You can burn it outside, and it'll heat your water a lot faster. Use the sterno over those tabs. Try that for a couple of your videos. I certainly will enjoy watching them. Um, God bless you, Holly. Levin in the house, 12 likes. Um, so I will be doing another giveaway. I'm waiting for Devil Dog Prepper to follow up and send me his address, mailing address. He's procrastinating, like the way I am sometimes procrastinating sending out a box. I said, I'm going to send you something other. And Little Long, no, not Little Long, Black Widow probably was a month after I said I was going to send it to you before you got it. Sorry about that. So I've got new technology. I've got to replace my deep cycle AGM batteries with lithium. I got a MPPT charge controller I need to install versus my old one. And I'm doing upgrades. I need to do a video on my 12-volt refrigerator freezer. The newest one I have. Need to do that. Well, World War III, I'm thinking, is going to be the one that they predicted that would basically 1/3 of all life will be lost. If you read your scriptures, if you read the book of Revelations, it talks about the armies, it talks about the names of the countries. We know who the players are. We're just waiting for it to get into place. The other thing that's getting close is the technology for the mark of the beast. You know, and I don't want to get into all that because I don't want somebody complaining about me. I don't want somebody to, you know, take down my video. I've had one video taken down 7 or 8 months ago, probably, based on I was giving out misinformation, medical misinformation. Well, not really. You don't have to set up a post office box for me to send you something. You just have to send me the address. I'm not going to share it with anybody. If you want a post office box, that's fine. I canceled mine. It's not cheap, and I really wasn't getting much mail through it. So I figure the people that I send stuff to are decent people, and they're not going to. I don't just send stuff to anybody. The people I send stuff to are people that I've known on YouTube for a while, or that I've communicated with for a while, and that I feel like, based on what I know, that they're not going to, and plus, you're talking about people who live across the country from me, So I don't think, I'm not worried about you. And you shouldn't be worried about me. I live in Victoria, Texas, which is, nowhere near the state that you live in. And I'm not going to say what state you live in because I know you don't want anybody to know, but I don't live near you. No, I don't, and I also don't repeat names of people who don't want their names repeated. If I repeat your name, it's because other people are doing it and you haven't complained about anybody knowing your name. And it's his first name, So, it is what it is. I don't care. I mean, one person wanted me to send it to their mother-in-law, so I sent it to their mother-in-law's address. Another person that I hadn't seen in a long time, or haven't heard from in a long time, wanted me to send it to a homeless shelter because they had a connection at this homeless shelter, and it was a particular individual who basically lives month to month from different motels that are government sponsored. And that person hasn't been on YouTube in 3 or 4 months. I don't know what happened to him. But we used to communicate just about every day. How far am I from San Antonio? About 2 hours. I live in Victoria, which is sort of in between. I'm about 2 hours south of Houston. I'm 2 hours east of San Antonio. And I'm right at 2 hours north of Corpus Christi. Hillbilly Josh, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in, Hillbilly. So, I don't know how it happened, but I was checking, every day I check my accounts. I mean, I'm not the technological wizard, but I check my online check my checking. Every day I check my accounts. And I also get like pings when I make a purchase or something comes out. Last week, latter part of the week, I saw a $5 purchase from Honolulu, Hawaii. Talked to my daughter. She said it could be somebody hacked your account or they got your information and they're just doing a test to see if it goes through. And if it goes through, then they might hit you hard, So I went and I closed my account. First I moved money because that was my main account. I moved most of my money out of my main account. I left a little bit in there to cover some bills that were coming in. And I went to the bank and made arrangements that I changed to a new main account. I had another account already, and I made that one my main account. My backup account, I made my main account. Ordered cards. I've ordered checks. And I went and I spent Friday and I spent a good chunk of Monday. And I did some of it over the weekend because some things I could do over the weekend. And I changed a lot of billing where it comes out. Changed a lot of billing. So I got just about everything changed out. Well, I told my daughter, you can take care of Hulu, you can take care of Netflix. I don't really watch that stuff anyway. And I pretty much got everything else. Now, one thing that hurt was the crap that I had to go through. And the crap that I went through with TRS, my retirement system, that now I have to have them send me a form, which I have to fill out, I have to send back, and then they'll do the change. They won't do it over the phone. I was able to do it. Well, actually, I went over to the school district to change the school district check. Took care of that. I mean, they treated me like a criminal in my former school. I used to be principal. My school was right there connected to the central office, the career campus. And it'd been 10 years since I'd been over there. And, they're walking me around like, I'm a security risk or something other. Having to go through checkpoints and all this crap. But I got it all taken care of. And now when the that form comes through, I've got to fill it out and send it back. And in the meantime, at the end of the month, it'll be a check. I'll get a paper check, which I'll have to take and deposit and pray the Lord that it gets delivered to the right address. So yeah, I deal with headaches. Hey Josh, you take care of yourself, take care of your dinner. Enjoy. Ten in the house, 13 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. But, you know, in the process of closing that account, that pending $5 purchase never went through, and it poofed. It disappeared. It never went through. So, you know, I don't know if it was some electronic screw up down the road, or if it was somebody trying to, you know, gig me. But I have been hit a couple times before, and I don't want to take chances. You know, don't want to take any chances. I didn't lose any money, but I lost a lot of time. I spent almost a couple of days trying to get all this stuff straightened out and changed and everything, and just, I could have been doing something else. Yes, it is crap. It is crap. So the previous time that I had something similar happen is that a few years ago, New Year's, about 1:30 in the morning, New Year's Day, I woke up and something told me check my account. I went online, checked my account, and it showed 2 gas purchases after midnight on my card down here at the local mile from where I live. You know, couple of tanks of gas. Somebody used a card or used the information, and they made a couple of purchases. I called and complained. I disputed it. I made a police report. I got my money back, and I had to change I had to change. And apparently what probably happened is that I probably used my card someplace where they had one of these little machines that you can put over a card reader, and you can copy. It looks like a normal reader, but it's like an attachment. And apparently I didn't recognize it was at a gas station, or, you know, it was in a store or something other, and I went and checked out or whatever, and I went and I used it, and it copied my card. But I had that happen. And then one time before that, well, take care, devil dog. You take care and God bless. And one time before, I was over in Yorktown at a gas station. I never buy gas in Yorktown when I was a principal, because there was always 15-20 cents more a gallon. But I was running behind, and I wanted to get gas, and I bought gas, and apparently somebody had and they found it. They had put a reader on one of the pumps. And the way I found out was they were making withdrawals from that account up in New Jersey. Somebody made an electronic copy of my card, sent it up there. Somebody made a card with the information, and they went and they drained the account at an ATM machine. They made multiple ATM withdrawals, maximum ATMs. And I don't think they got the full amount of the card, but they got $1,200-$1,500, you know. And I reported it, and they found the machine. It was still there. And little small place, 3,000 population, 3,000. And somebody had, was running that scam. But you know, things like that happen. They're evil people. They're people up to no good. You know, it is what it is, and you know, people will do that. Thank you, little lone prepper, and devil dog. You take care. Lots of lightning, yeah. Stay inside. Stay safe. I hate it when it's like the thunder. Boom! Massive thunder. Like right outside your window. Sounds like it's right on top of you. That's a little scary. That's a little scary. But you got to watch out for scammers. They're scammers. Somebody calls up claiming to be the IRS, or somebody calls up claiming to be Social Security. They want you to send them some money, or they want you to give them your debit card number, or they want this BS. They're scamming you. You know, or they want you to send them a money order. Nope, don't do it. Don't do it. Nope. That, you know, and they'll scam people who are like really old. You know, they're like on the verge of somebody taking their card away from them or their keys or whatever. Those are the type of people they often go at and they scam older people that don't know any better. You know, more trusting. Scammers, that's right. Lots of scammers running around. You know, just absolute horrible people. Please leave a like to support the channel. It'll be greatly appreciated. Please remember to leave me a like and a supportive comment on each of the last 5 videos I have released. And I may release another one. But as soon as I hit 1,700, I'm cutting it off, and I will be figuring out who goes in the box or who goes in the hat. And I'll be drawing for whoever the 1,700 subscriber winner is. To qualify, and I always say this, and it's in the description of all my videos, please leave a like and a supportive comment on each of the last 5 videos I release prior to hitting 1,700. I don't know about that. Johnny Depp, I don't know. Might be another, you know. You know, every day when you get up, it's good to be on a prayer list, and it's good to pray. Every morning when you get up, thank God for the day. You know, you don't know how many days you got. There are a lot of people younger than me have passed away. And if you pass away in your sleep, it's probably the best way to go. Next thing you know, you're before the Lord in His judgment day. Thank God for the day. Say the Lord's Prayer. Drink your coffee. Take your medication if you take medication. Contemplate what's going on. Organize and make lists. Be cognizant of what's happening around you. So I try to live stream. I try to live stream every day, 7 p.m. for an hour. Sometimes I go over. When I'm tired, like tonight, I'm not running long. I take advice. I take recommendations. You want to hear about a topic, I'll try to do one on a topic. I treat people the way I want to be treated. I respect my elders. I fear God. Love my parents. May they rest in peace. My wife, my children. And I treat people the way I want to be treated. I lead by example. When I was a leader, I led by example. I wouldn't ask people to do stuff I wouldn't do. If we wind up getting in a war, it's the old people that know each other that are going to start the war, and it's the young people who don't know each other that are going to fight it and die. You know, that's the way that works. So I will plan on being back tomorrow for another issue or another coffee talk. Please check out my shorts. Leave a like and a comment. They don't take that long to view. Please look at my videos. The last one, I know I was long-winded. Usually when I do a box video, I'm long-winded. But the one before that, which is a very good short little video, about 1.5 minutes, on a Bouge RV CR45, and I'm going to do a more in-depth review of it. Please leave a like and a comment. It'll be greatly appreciated. And I'll see everybody tomorrow, hopefully, for another edition of Coffee Talk. Thank you and bye.